Hi there, my name is Craig. I am not going to edit this video or stop it at any time. It's just going to be me basically being me. Now, if you've come to watch this and you've seen the title, it's about depression and anxiety. I suffer badly with it. I had my most recent bout last week where I get in such a mood and hurt people and people that I love, and then it also affects my health, where it gets to me and I get vertigo and I get bloody awful. As I say, I'm not going to be editing this. I'm sitting here having a fag at the minute. I live in the Galapagos Islands now. We'll get to that later, but my girlfriend is from here, so I decided to move out here with her after we've been apart for so long. But yeah, I mean, last week, everyone knows about it. I was, people that suffer with it, I was feeling myself getting uptight, feeling myself not wanting to talk to anyone, and the anxiety was rolling in, and it just clicked, just like that, like it happens to all of us. And yeah, I was a bit nasty to a couple of people, which I shouldn't have been, but I hope they understand. They're not going to be watching this, but it happens. And if they don't understand it after I've apologised or explained, then I don't really care. And I don't think you should either, because more and more these days, people are understanding depression and anxiety, and I think it's something that more and more people are discovering that they've actually got. Now, I'm starting this, I've got a channel here called Galapagos Tour Man, and I haven't got many followers or nothing like that, but I've just been doing some comedy videos just for a bit of fun. But I would like to actually start talking more about the problem of depression, and people adding videos to my community about their struggles to help each other. Because, I mean, my life basically, my girlfriend died when I was 20, when she was 25 and I was 26. I'm now 47. It took me a long while to get over that, and I buggered off to Spain about a year later, and no, 2 years later actually, and met a girl out there, and I lived there, and yeah, we were getting on well for a fine time, but arguments started happening because of me and the way I am, and it wasn't going great in the end. A failed business of a kitchen shop in Valencia that just hit the bad times because of the financial crisis in 2008. So yes, things like that do happen to us all, but when you're depressants, like we all are who's watching this, it's difficult to explain to other people, and we take it all differently. But yeah, so that happened, and then obviously me and the girlfriend at the time were on the way out, and I met another girl. We then moved to an hour south of Valencia, a place called Denia in Spain, and we were there for sort of 7 years together, but a lot of arguments happened due to probably mostly me, but her as well, so I think she has a bit of it, but let's not get into that. But mostly me. I mean, just the way I am, just the way I've always been. I mean, now, well, after that, she, in 2017, she attacked me after being drunk, I retaliated, didn't hit her, but retaliated, and I got arrested, night in the cell. Then we wasn't allowed to see each other for 2 years. So she decided to leave Spain and move back to the Galapagos, where she's from. Well, she's from Ecuador, and that's what she did. Even 3 or 4 months after the incident happened, she decided to get in contact with me, which she wasn't allowed to do, actually. And she explained to me that the day after the incident occurred, she went to the police to try and stop the charges against me, but was unable to, because it's called a denuncia, denouncing someone. And in Spain, once you've done the denuncia, you can't stop it. So that all happened. Excuse me. And then we were seeing each other secretly, because we wasn't allowed to see each other. Then she decided one day to say that she's moving back to Galapagos. So I said, right, okay, I'll come, but it'll take a bit of time for me. So I went back to England for a little while, and we was in constant contact. And excuse me, I've still got a bit of a cold. And after talking a lot on the phone, we were still keen and all that. I came out here the first time to see her. I didn't like it at the time. Anyway, cut a long story short, I'll get more into details with other videos later. She came back to England in 2019, I think it was. And she stayed there for about 4 months with me, but didn't like it, which I understand, because I don't. But then she left, and then, I mean, I was okay for about a year, but then I hit a downward spiral. I think, even though it was one of my favourite times, it was one of my worst times as well. When I went to Ukraine before the war, I went there to meet girls. I met a couple of girls online that I wanted to meet out there. And I was only going for 10 days. I ended up out there, and I decided, in the end, I stayed for 6 weeks. Because all I was doing was spending every night and every day with prostitutes, and drinking and taking medication, not drugs, but medication, and not feeling very well. And I think that's when the vertigo started as well. Because I was ill in bed for a week. I just couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't move in Ukraine because of the vertigo. But I'm just putting this video out there if anyone else wants to do a video and put it on my channel to also share their feelings and what they've done with depression. And I'm just letting you know a little bit about myself before I go more into detail. But anyway, it's Friday evening. I'm sitting here in my house in Galapagos. That was not my house, it's girlfriend's house. And she has a salon at the front of the house for beauty and stuff like that. And I'm sitting in the garden, and I've just been watching Life's Too Short on YouTube as well. And I'm having a beer. And we're supposed to be going out later. Whether it happens or not, I'm not sure. But I'm quite happy to just go to bed sometimes. But just to let everyone know, my last panic attack and anxiety problem and depression problem was last week, which brought on the vertigo. And anyone wishing to share, please do share, because this is a worldwide problem like that. I know it's a lot more talked about these days, but anyway, we'll get to that. If you watch this, thank you for watching. Any comments, welcome. Any videos, welcome. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.